You are maybe struggling with, speaking in English. You have always the same questions like, how can I speak English fluently? Because I really struggle to find the words, to find the sentences and the phrases. And I just really, really would like to know what is the methods or the planification or something that can actually help me to get to talk and speak English fluently. So in this video, we are particularly going to discuss about that, and I'm going to tell you like how you can actually speak fluently. Hello guys, how are you? I hope that you're doing great and well, and welcome back to another new video. I'm teacher Ines right here today, and for today's video it's going to be all about English, all about speaking fluently, because I receive a lot of messages and a lot of requests about that, and I said, why not making a video about that. So first of all, we need to know what is fluency means, because if we don't know the meaning of fluency, we can't just jump right like that. So fluency maybe for you is like have a good level in speaking English and practicing it, or maybe fluency for you is to get comfortable with speaking. But actually what fluency is just simply to actually get to speak smoothly without stopping in your sentences and your phrases, without stopping and searching for the words and searching for the sentences. So actually this is fluency. I think that in fluency we can say that also pronunciation is very, very important, and it is something that I really I really focus on. So this is why when I give a course like that in English, I like to speak with a great pronunciation, so that you can understand more easily, and you can listen to the pronunciation actually. In order to speak fluently in English, we have two important parts that we have to discuss right here in this video. The first part is physical, and the second one is mental. So the physical part is all about the mouth and the pronunciation. As I said, pronouncing words is very important, because with the time you're going to know that in all of the words on English language, we have some emphasis. We have to emphasize on some words and to not emphasize on some words. But let's just get in the easy way. And the other part, which is the mental part, is about our brain and how our brain can react when actually we are speaking, how our brain is going to find the words without struggling and without any difficulties. So I really recommend for you, if you can bring a pencil and a notebook, and because I'm going to tell you the three important parts how to speak fluently in English. And so the first part is practice your speaking. So actually, yes, practicing the speaking or practicing your speaking is really, really, really important to learn any language, and in this case, to learn English. To learn English or any language, you have to practice a lot. So at least 2 to 3 hours in the week. A lot of you understand me when I talk because they have a good amount of listening and a good level of listening. But when it comes to practice, they struggle a lot because actually they don't practice. So I want you, like, the exact amount that you are listening, to me or to another video. I want you to practice the exact amount. So for instance, if you watched a video about 10 minutes, I want you to practice and to speak in English for 10 minutes. I know that in the beginning it is going to be very hard for you and you're going to struggle, but this is okay. This is really okay. I was really awful in the beginning. I wasn't understanding any word, and it's when it came to pronunciation and to speaking and practicing the language, I even struggled more. But I pressure myself to actually talk because there is no other way that you are going to learn English without practicing it. So in order to practice the language, as I said, 2 to 3 hours in the week, there are a lot of methods or types to practice. You can, join a group and try to speak in English and do some dialogues together, or you can also join courses. And this is actually the occasion to tell you, if you don't know, I have a school online, so I give courses online. It's called Languages for a Better Life, and actually what I do in these courses, it's typically all about practicing the language, because I believe that practice is everything. With practice, you're going to learn grammar, vocabulary. You are going to learn, the much more common phrases and sentences. And so if you are interested, I'm just going to give you the link below this video, so you can click on it, and the prices are very cheap and modest for everyone. The second important idea is get used to pressure. As I said, that in the beginning it is not going to be easy for you, so you have to make efforts. It's not just for languages, it's for everything in your life. Every part, every goal in your life that you want to achieve, you need to make efforts. Even if you're tired, even if you're not motivated, even if you don't you're lazy, you don't feel it, but you have to do it, because you know that if you are going to do it and practice it right now, you won't struggle in the near future. And this is actually what we want. We want to be much more great and to not struggle in pronunciation and speaking fluently. So I just want you to get used to pressure. For instance, like for me, when I came to France, I struggled a little bit with the language. Alhamdulillah, now I'm fine, I'm better, much more better. And I have something particular thing that I used to get pressure on it, which is phone calls. I hated, and I still hate phone calls. I don't know why I hate phone calls, and it's always make me a pressure. But you know what? I didn't make any methods for it or any hacks for it, because there is no hacks. When you are, you have this anxiety and you are getting pressure, this is your natural feelings, so we cannot change it, but you can get better with it. So I said, you know what, Ines, there is no better way to do it right now, and then with the future, in the near future, you will become better. And it's actually, that's what happens. Even if I was afraid in the beginning, You know, because in the phone calls, you don't have these facial expressions, so you can't, it's much more difficult than, you know, face to face. But alhamdulillah, like I managed to do it, and right now I am much less, you know, pressured. But like, why? Because I just started. I know that now you're going to say, okay, Ines, we get it. You told us this, two different ideas. It's great, but we need methods. And I'm here to give you the methods. So in this third part, I'm giving you a method which is called speed reading. So speed reading is going actually to really help you to speak fluently. So I just want you, first of all, to pick a song, an American song or an English song, whatever, that you really like. You can start by slow songs, so that's actually, it would be, you know, much more easier for you. And I want you just to listen to the words and to analyze that, maybe to write it in your notebook and to write the definition of it, you know, to remember the words. And by the time, you know, if you learned this slow music, just go from the slowest to the fastest music. Make it as a challenge, because speed pronunciation is going really to change your life actually. You can also use the song lyrics, you know, when you want to do karaoke or something like that. You can actually follow the music lyrics. I'm sorry, the music lyrics, and you can follow it and read it, but out loud. Here is the final and the most important idea that I want you to absorb it and understand it very well. Learn language in chunks. Because actually here what we used to do, we used to, you know, put a word and put the meaning, put a word and his meaning. And so this is a very difficult way actually to learn, because you're putting into your head two languages, and there are so much words that you can't actually remember, and you are going to get really bored with this method. What I want you to do instead is to learn the phrases and the sentences. So learn the phrases and sentences instead of words. So for instance, you know, if I ask you a question, you know, what are you going to do today? You are probably going to answer me like, I am going to do this and that. I am probably going to do this and that. I might do this and that. So what I want you to do is to learn sentences like, I am going to, I might to, you know, I should do this. And so instead of learning a lot of words, you're going just to learn two parts. I am going to, I might to, I should do, I must do. And so it is going to be so, you know, so much more easy for you. And actually, because if you put in your head two languages and you try to do the traduction, like you have French and you try to, or Arabic, and you try to translate a word by word, right here you are not learning in the right way, because a language, you have to learn it, you know, with their culture, how they used to say it, because our expression is not their expressions. So it's really different from each other and from a country to another. So this was it, guys. I want to thank you so much for you know, listening until the end of this video. I hope that it was really beneficial for you, And for those who still or who stood until the end of the video, I want to give you a discount code, which you are going to find it in my website. So it's languages 30. If you use this discount code, you are going to have a very, very interesting price. And so you know, don't lose it and jump into the occasion, because there are still some places, but then it's going to be closed. So jump into the occasion. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you the next video. Bye.